The silver price has resumed its meteoric rise. After a 14-year decline, it has finally surpassed $42 per ounce. Not only that, but this year has already beaten several of the silver price forecasts made by banks. Will the price of silver keep going up until it reaches $100 per ounce? Also, roughly how much time would that require? Now let's begin. The gold and silver you need can be purchased online at SD Bullion. Visit sdbullion.com/new to purchase gold or silver instantly. It means the world to me that you tuned in. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Here we can see that 1 ounce of silver is currently selling for $42.41. Today, silver gained over 2% or 73 cents. Though it hasn't risen quite as much as silver, gold is also on the rise. A troy ounce of gold is currently selling for $3,660. Gold's price has climbed by over half a percentage point to slightly over $20 per ounce. However, this sets a new record. There has never been a place like this for gold. Naturally, today we may observe a declining gold-silver ratio as silver continues to rise at a quicker rate than gold. Consequently, silver is now making some progress. Furthermore, I have something to show you on this silver chart. The S&P 500 as well as the Dow Jones were produced by superimposing the stock market. Silver has been far more successful than the stock market this year. Examine the US dollar afterwards. This year, it's going downhill. Having silver in your possession is preferable to having stocks, or even dollars in your possession. To cling on to dollars at this moment would be to lose money. Could you tell me the all-time high or greatest price of silver? There is an intraday number in this article, you know? Okay, let's check it out. According to them, the all-time high price of silver was $49.95 an ounce, which was achieved on January 17, 1980. Naturally, the Hunt brothers were stocking up on silver at this time as well. You are no longer allowed to go long on silver, the FTC announced the next day. The only way to go is short. The price of silver plummeted as a result of their forced sale. The exact amount was $49.45 at the close that day though. Thus, the intraday high was around 50 cents more. As far as silver is concerned, this is its all-time peak. To top it all off, we're currently just $7.50 short of that. The major banks released their silver price projections earlier this year. Now let's examine a few of them. Silver might reach $40 per ounce, according to Citigroup. Even though it is only September, we have already achieved more than that. JP Morgan Chase 38. Their huge short position on silver is well known to us. That it went all the way to 42 is likely to make them unhappy. Saxo Bank stated 40. This is on top of the 7% increase reported by the World Bank. It is clear that silver futures have had a stellar year so far, with prices up more than 42%. Consequently, silver is the metal of choice. In addition, I do not see a slowdown in the near future. Check out Investing Haven. There are more forecasts here. This year, silver might hit $48.20 to $50.25 according to their predictions. At the moment, silver is just about $6 below the prediction's lowest point. Plus, there has been a $13 increase so far this year. Therefore, the possibility exists. Then by 2027, they predict that silver prices could reach $75 per ounce. Nevertheless, given the current market conditions, what does it take for silver to reach $100 per ounce? Peter Kraut, an investor in silver stocks, claims that prices are rising for the metal due to inflation fears and the same excitement about interest rate cuts as are driving up prices for gold. There are a lot of factors that affect its price that gold does not. There's a self-sustaining acceleration to it, the understanding that there is a shortage of inventory in an already congested market. According to him, there has been a considerable decline in supply, such as recognizable secondary inventories during the past 4 to 5 years. Looking at this chart, you can see that as interest rates are lowered, the price of silver goes up. Thus, silver's price surges 412% in the early 2000s when the Fed slashed interest rates. Rate cuts occurred in 2008 amidst the financial crisis. The price of silver rose 441%. The most recent one occurred while COVID rates were nil. A 143% increase was seen in silver prices. At this point, Rates have not even begun to decline. The price of silver is beginning to skyrocket already. But what's the limit to its potential growth? He made the shocking claim that silver might see enormous increases of 332% over the next 12 to 18 months. If that were to occur from our current position, for example, if we began with $35 in silver, then it would be 3 times as much. At over $100 per ounce, we'd be in the red. Therefore, we may see silver in the triple digits this cycle if it continues to behave like it has in the past. Read this piece by Tim Hack about X. He published this more than a year ago. Tell me something humorous about silver, he says. The closer we get to $50, the more optimistic it gets. Since a cup and handle that is about 50 years old are activated for $50. Some individuals still believe that silver prices in the triple digits are too optimistic. Give it another glance. Technical analysis shows that silver has twice previously risen to $50 per ounce. It appears that we will be returning up that route. Following that, the height of this cup and handle might be significantly increased. I wouldn't rule out spending $100 either. The other parts of silver's potential $100 per ounce price increase are discussed in Investing Haven. Would a jump in silver's price to $100 be beneficial? The catalyst determines whether it is possible or not. If there is a genuine scarcity of silver, then it is okay to live in a world where its price skyrockets to $100. The prospect of a global decline in purchasing power due to hyperinflation is unappealing. Without a doubt, I must concur with it. We have more serious issues on our hands if the price of silver is rising simply because other commodities are also rising in price. Next, can you give reasons why silver might never reach $100 per ounce? For several reasons, silver might never reach $100. To begin, the 50-year-old record may offer too much opposition. They deny the possibility. Second, silver could find itself unexpectedly disadvantaged due to monetary policy. Similarly improbable, however, such events have occurred before. Thirdly, the global economy might enter a slump if the market were to collapse entirely in the not too distant future. Accordingly, they believe that within the next 5 to 10 years, the likelihood of $100 silver is more than plausible. Now, I must admit that silver's performance this year has left me quite impressed. It was only $28 an ounce at the beginning of the year. The price has risen to $42 per ounce. In my opinion, silver will only reach $37.50 this year. Plus, we completed that task in July. Therefore, silver has exceeded my expectations. If it keeps going up, I won't be shocked. Additionally, we anticipate that silver prices will reach $45 to $50 this year, which is rather extraordinary, since the future is uncertain once silver reaches its new all-time high. However, we should be realistic in our aspirations. But I will say this. In the long run, I do believe silver will reach $100 per ounce. 3, 4, or 5 years from now? I have no idea. However, I anticipate seeing that in the near future. However, your opinion matters. Please tell me in the comments area. It means the world to me that you tuned in. In my next one, I will see each and every one of you. Shiny Dragons released. The transcription was performed by turboscribe.ai. To get rid of this message, go for unlimited.